While I was at Howard, Nadia Boulanger came to this country to give it, the famous Nadia, to give it. I think she was conducting in Boston, and then she was touring, and she gave a lecture at the State Department, State Department Auditorium is what it's called. So I decided to take myself over there, see what's the big deal with this lady.
Right.
Because I really didn't know anything about her.
Right. You'd heard of her, but. Yeah.
And so I went, and she had, her English was very accented with her French accent. And I always had this feeling, I'm an American, I don't stand for anybody, I don't curtsy, I don't stand. And I noticed they were treating her with such deference. When she finished speaking, I jumped to my feet applauding. She impressed me so much.
Wow.
But I didn't meet her, but that's how I found out about the school at Fontainebleau,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I wrote and applied, and make a long story short, I was accepted. So that's how I happened to go study with her. And I was very lucky because she was my composition teacher. Because other students, every student couldn't have her, but
I see. Is it right there at the castle in Fontainebleau? So you lived there in
the school. The school is that whole area, and
because I've been there and I just found it fascinating. It's like
and on
the
the streets surrounding it is where the apartments were, or for the students.
I see.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Louise Talma, people like that there?
Well,
that was before you.
Yeah, it was before my time. But the interesting thing, though, is that Mademoiselle Boulanger, when I was coming to New York, she gave me two names to get in touch with: Louise Talma and Stefan Volpe.
Ah,
isn't that interesting?
that is interesting.
But anyway, she was very encouraging. I've never forgotten. She looked at my so-called Symphony No. 1. And she said, "My dear, you're too young to write a symphony." But I had written another piece, which you've probably seen in there, the songs from the Rubaiyat.
Right.
And
Is that the oboe?
Yeah, voice and oboe. And that was supposed to be done on a concert at Howard by Evelyn White, and the oboe's last name was White also, but they weren't related. But for some reason it didn't take place. But at the same time I was involved in a musical called Race for Space. Except I wrote the book and the lyrics, and Adolphus Hailstork, you know his name, the composer.
Sounds somewhat familiar.
Yeah, his music's been done on. He's not an ACA member. He wrote the music, and I also started it. So I had a very busy senior year with writing the symphony and this and that. But she saw the songs for voice and oboe, and she really liked them. And so she told the proctor to come and tell me this. So he came one day in the lunchroom to tell me that Mademoiselle would like to have, there are 12 quatrains that I said. You know, that book by Fitzgerald, the translation has 105 quatrains. And the biggest part was narrowing it down to I had 48, then I had 36, and then I got it to 12, and to make a continuous storyline with using those 12 poems.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So he said, now they had student concerts, but they had evening concerts in the Jeu de Paume at Fontainebleau. Mademoiselle would like to have your work done on an evening concert, but she only wants 6 quatrains done. And I said, tell Mademoiselle we have to do the whole thing or we can't do it at all.
Oh, wow.
So they did the whole thing.